Hello and welcome, everybody. It's Mr. Aaron from the House of Aaron, one of your middle class millionaires. Welcome back to another live stream this week, the week of the 27th, June 27, 2016. We're covering the ABC 1, 2, 3. What's going to be our three words this week? Our three words this week is cash flow, profit, return on investment, or ROI. ROI. You'll probably hear me say that, or I'll probably be just saying it all the way out. Return on investment. We want to get those things started. You got to have those things in mind when you're talking about your business. No matter what your business is, no matter even if you're working for someone else, you need to know about these things because you are a business, whether you like to see it or believe it or not. You are a business. Your household, the way you run your household, whether you're renting or you're owning, you are a business. You need to look at your cash flow, your profit, and your ROI, your return on investment. So once again, I'm Mr. Aaron from the House of Aaron. The House of Aaron is my daycare. I'm also part of the Middle Class Millionaires as a group of individuals that we make money. We make money online, and we also provide education for adults and children. And this is the live stream. You can catch all the live stream replays at middleclassmillionaire.pw. You click on live hangouts. All the hangouts will show up, and every Wednesday we do the book study. The book that we're currently studying is R.O.I's GoPro, 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. So that's your goal, is to become professional at whatever field of business you're involved in, right? You want to be a professional at whatever it is you're involved in. If you are the trash man, you better be a professional. What they call waste disposal. You better be a waste disposal professional, not a trash man. You want to be a waste disposal professional. If you are a janitor, you want to be a master of the custodial arts, a professional custodial art technician. You want to make your title, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, you want to put professional in your title. I am a professional author. I'm a professional daycare provider. I'm always want to be a professional first. So with that being said, let's get to our ABCs 1, 2, 3 of the business mindset around cash flow, profit, return on investment. And how do we start off? We start off the professional way with a positive message, positive affirmation, and that is I believe, we believe, they believe, right? We're talking about this week, we're going to be talking about cash flow, profit, return on investment. Monday, which is today, we introduce our 3 words for the week. Tuesday, we take the first one, which will be our letter A. This week happened to be cash flow. And we will give you a 1, 2, 3 way of handling cash flow. So the A, cash flow, B, profit, C, return on investment. And then we give 3 key points to each one of those letters of cash flow, profit, and return on investment. So you got your ABC and your 1, 2, 3, and hopefully you'll be able to implement some of those strategies within those things, right? So I've been working independently from home as a solopreneur since 2012. I cannot believe I'm still doing it. I can't believe it right now. 2012, August 20th will be the day I quit my job. August 20th will be the anniversary of the day that I quit my job, or that it effectively went through. August 17th, my resignation letter went in. August 20th, my resignation was effective. That was in 2012, as I wanted to spend time with my new baby boy then, who's now 4 years old. My son is 4 years old, and now I have a third. Now we have our third child. My wife and I was blessed to have a third child just past May, and he just hit a month old today. So 2 boys, 1 girl, and voila, And I just, man, it's a good feeling. And we're back. We're back on the air. We're back studying the ABC 123 business mindset for this week: cash flow, profit, return on investment. So on Mondays, we define all three. I might give you a little bonus somewhere in there. Who knows? You might hear about a little bonus. I got some notes. I might go back to some of the stuff from last week because Friday I was out, so I might need to go back and cover that come up from Friday about the consistent key, not consistency, but consistent key, right? So the letter A this week is for cash flow. And cash flow is the total amount of money transferred into and out of a business. They call it something like your liquid assets. So the subtitle for this week, they talk about liquid assets and they talk about cash flow. The subtitle for this week should be currency. It should be cash flow, profit, return on investment, the currency of money, the money current, something like that. We're going to probably make that the subtitle, the money current. Talking about how water flows, the current within the water, because I went fishing this weekend, caught some rockfish, some good eating there, rockfish and some perch. So I was out there and the first mate and the captain kept talking about the tide and the current, and where the fish are going to. So just like out there in the ocean, your money, you're in the ocean of money. So we're talking about cash flow, which is the total amount of money transferred into and out of a business or your liquid assets. So I'm sure there's no questions on that right now. I want to keep it short tonight because I'm going to go in more depth tomorrow. And when we talk about the letter B is profit. Profit can be both a noun and a verb. You can profit your verb, that's obtaining a financial advantage. That's when you profit in something. It doesn't have to necessarily be money, but as we know, it could be other things, as we're going to talk about that on on Thursday for profit. And you also talk about the things that are not monetary on your return on investment on Friday as well. So you have the noun. You also could use profit as a noun, which is financial gain or difference between the amount earned and the amount spent. So when you're talking about your profit, you got to talk about those other intangibles, because it's about if you're making this much, but you're spending this much. See the levels? That's not profiting, right? That's a loss. We're not going to get into profit and loss statements. We want to keep it simple. As we talked about last week, keeping it simple, keeping it basic, right? So we're talking about the profit. We're talking about profit as a financial gain or difference between the amount earned and the amount spent. We're going to probably give you a bonus strategy on that tonight, how to handle that to maybe get yourself in the direction of profiting, right? Because when you're talking about the profit and the amount gained and the amount spent, you got to talk about your business expenses. You got to talk about those all the time charges. Like if you do a transaction with those phone swipes now, those squares and all that, you got to factor in that for every however much money you make, they're going to take a cut. So say if you make $100 and they take $3, you need to be able to factor that in because you want to study those things all the time. So you get your cash flow charts. It's charts and everything out there. I want to say I saw a lot of them on Pinterest. You go on Pinterest and you type in cash flow chart, you'll be able to get some good examples, or profit loss charts. You'll see that stuff so you can you want to manage your household. Like we're trying to get out, we're trying to be consistent with our weekly meetings. My wife and I, and the two children that can comprehend what's going on right now. The two children, even though my middle son, he's 4, He's still trying to figure out how to make money. Our oldest child is 9, and she's looking into lemonade stand versus snowball stand this summer because you got to factor in your supplies and everything else. So we talk about this stuff in our weekly financial meeting with the family, right? So we got to talk about all those things. So we're talking about financial gain or difference. You got to know, like with the daycare, I got to know how much more, what is it? The energy cost, the cable cost, because these things are on all day because I work from home. These things are on all day. So, of course, when you look at the bill, it's going to say, you use more energy than your neighbors. My neighbor's gone at work. I'm home. So, of course, I'm going to use more energy than everybody because I'm home. But that's like running a building. It's like I leased the building, but I just happen to own this house. So, voila. I don't have the overhead of leasing the building when I just run it right out my house. So I factor those things in. And you write off some of that stuff. You could write off any of that. And then you talk about your return on investment, the benefit to you for investing in a resource. Return on investment, or ROI, is the benefit to you for investing in a resource. And I told you earlier, it could be monetary or not. When I work with these children can't give me cash. Their parents give me the money. But when I work with these children and they do stuff, they might give me a hug or something like that. And that could be count as a return on my investment. I spend time and time. I'm the first child, 6:30. The last child to leave, 6:30. 12 hours of my time is not necessarily with my children, but I have my children and other people's children. Other people's children are here 6:30 to 6:30. So 12 hours of my 24 hours is pretty much split. I have to split myself with my children and other people's children. Yeah, that's a lot of time. I need to invest more time with my children, but I get a return on investment. I still get cards on Teacher Appreciation Day from the parents of the children that used to be in here in year 1. We're on year 4 in the House of Aaron. I just went to the moving on ceremony for one of the children, and I was there. I was there with the other daycare children, and he ran up to me after the end. Now his mother didn't show up, but he saw Mr. Aaron there. He ran over and gave me a big hug. And that's a return on investment. It made me, I know it made me feel good to be somewhere where his parent could not be. His grandmother was there, but his grandfather wasn't there, and his mother wasn't there. But he saw Mr. Aaron. He said, "Oh my goodness, Mr. Aaron is here." It made me feel good. That's a return on investment. When I get pictures of the report cards and I get tagged on Facebook, she's still learning information in school that you already told her, Mr. Aaron. She's on the honor roll. That's a return on investment that's not monetary. So I'm investing time in these children, and maybe one day they'll come back and say, Mr. Aaron, I know you're getting a little up there in age. Maybe I can come work here. Then I won't be a solopreneur anymore. I don't plan on being a solopreneur for long because I expect the return on investment, someone seeing what's going on, and they come in and say, look, I want to volunteer here because I see what you're doing with the children. I want the return on investment of someone like, well, I see what you're doing online. I want to join your team. I'm looking for that stuff because this is all free training. I don't really tell y'all what I invest in online. I don't tell you what my online business is, but I give you the facts. Cash flow, the total amount of money transferred into and out of a business, your liquid assets. Profit as a noun is the financial gain or difference between the amount earned and the amount spent. And the profit as a verb is obtaining a financial advantage, right? And the ROI, return on investment, is the benefit to you for investing in a resource. Right now, if you're watching this video, you're investing your time to hopefully uplift your mind, right? hopefully get your mind in the position to be ready to go to the next step in your business. So, like I said, we're going to be here tomorrow, Tuesday. We're going to cover cash flow in more detail. And when we talk about the cash flow, we're going to give you the 1, 2, 3. I'm not even going to give y'all a preview, but I will tell you, be here tomorrow, which is Tuesday, to get your in-depth look at cash flow, 1, 2, 3 of dealing with cash flow in business. And remember to be here Wednesday to get the, what we on, chapter 5? Chapter 5 of R.O.I's book, GoPro, 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. Join us on Wednesday, and you could get yourself a free copy of the book. He has a link that you get a free copy of the book if you pay shipping and handling. I've been in touch with his office and been in touch with R.O.I. And I can also give you the link for the audio for the whole book, that best-selling book of 7 Steps to Become a Network Marketing Professional, that R.O.I. book of GoPro, right? So I have the link available. I will have it available again on Wednesday. So you can follow me on Twitter and get in touch with me any kind of way. You can follow me on YouTube, because right now we're live on Facebook in our exclusive Facebook group, Team for Millionaires. We're on Meerkat. We're on Twitter because something is connected to Twitter. I don't have my Periscope running today. I will have Periscope running back again tomorrow. We're on Google Hangout right now and streaming live on YouTube as well. So make sure you join us. I'm Mr. Aaron from the House of Aaron, one of your middle-class millionaires. Come and join us. Cash flow, profit, ROI, return on investment, the current money, the money current. So I tell you, as I leave, as I step down, I want you to be what? Be confident, be smart, be fruitful, and multiply. Then when you start, you don't stop. You have to be consistent until you achieve your goals. Good night, good morning. I'll see you on the next call. See you tomorrow. God bless.